stepmother banned me from my father's funeral. She didn't expect his will to start with my name. This is a time for real family to grieve, Valerie said through the phone, her voice flat and final. Your presence would upset people. I stood in my apartment holding the phone, unable to process what I was hearing. My father had died 3 days earlier from a sudden heart attack, and his wife of 8 years was telling me I couldn't say goodbye. The funeral was held at Riverside Memorial, 10 minutes from my apartment. I sat in my car across the street, watching family members I'd known my whole life walk through those doors. My Aunt Helen, my cousins, my father's brother Jack, who taught me to fish. All of them walked past Valerie's greeting line and into the service while I sat in my car like a stranger. This wasn't the first time Valerie had pushed me out. It started small after she married Dad. Oh, we already celebrated his birthday last weekend, she'd say when I called. The reservation is only for 4, when I asked about joining Christmas dinner. By year 5, I was getting major family news through Facebook posts Dad had tried at first. Come by the house, he'd say quietly when Valerie was at her book club. We'd sit in his garage looking at his woodworking projects, talking about everything except the obvious distance between us. She means well, he'd say, not meeting my eyes. She just needs time to adjust to having a stepchild. 8 years. She'd had 8 years. 2 weeks after the funeral I couldn't attend. I got a call from Dad's lawyer, Raymond. I need you to come to the will reading, he said. It's important you're there personally. Valerie was already in the conference room when I arrived, sitting with her daughter Chloe from her first marriage. Chloe had moved into Dad's house 3 years ago, rent-free, while I wasn't even invited for coffee. What is she doing here? Valerie stood up, her face flushing red. Raymond cleared his throat. She's here because her name is the first one mentioned in your husband's will. In fact, the entire first section is about her. He opened the document and began reading. To my daughter Claire, who this document acknowledges as my sole biological child and primary beneficiary. Valerie's hands gripped the table edge. That's impossible. He wouldn't. Raymond continued. I leave to Claire the house on Maple Street, purchased before my marriage to Valerie and maintained solely in my name. That was Dad's house, the one Valerie had been living in for 8 years, the one she'd redecorated 3 times, the one where she'd banned me from Sunday dinners. Additionally, Raymond read, Claire inherits my woodworking workshop and all tools within, with the specific instruction that she maintain it as a space for creating. As we discussed during our garage conversations, my eyes burned. He'd heard me. All those quiet talks in his garage, he'd been listening. The remainder of my estate, Raymond continued, including all investment accounts, the vacation cabin, and my vehicle collection, is to be divided as follows. 70% to Claire, 30% to my wife Valerie. Chloe shot up. What about me? I'm family too. Raymond looked at her over his glasses. You're mentioned in section 4. You have 6 weeks to relocate from the Maple Street property. But there was more. Raymond pulled out a second envelope. Your father asked me to give you this if Valerie prevented you from attending his funeral. Inside was a letter in Dad's shaky handwriting. Claire, if you're reading this, it means Valerie did what I feared she would. I'm sorry I wasn't brave enough to stand up to her while I was alive, but I'm trying to make it right now. The house is yours because it was ours first. Remember when you were 7 and we built that treehouse? It's still there. I've been maintaining it, hoping someday you'd bring your own kids to it. I know she made you feel unwelcome. I know I let it happen. That's my biggest regret. Valerie snatched for the letter, but Raymond blocked her. There's more, he said. Full story on channel. Link below.